Welcome back, my friends. Hello if you are new, and I hope that all of you have had a really lovely week so far. The weather's been absolutely scorching here in the UK, but today it's pissing down as usual. But with that in mind, the weather kind of brings more positive kind of vibes, at least it does for me, for sure. And this album that I'm going to be talking about today is, I guess, if you could imagine Genesis's Selling England by the Pound meets Baroness's Red Album with Sleep's Holy Mountain mushed all together, then you would probably get something that sounds along the lines of Boss Keloid's Family, the Smiling Thrush. Initially, I had a bit of a hard time to kind of enjoy this band, but now I've grown to really appreciate what they stand for. Their kind of style of music is both kind of mind-bogglingly intricate, but also very simplistic at the same time. Lots of Boss Keloid's sound is representative of kind of more positive aspects, and this album deals with the idea of family, community, personal struggles, and kind of trying to look at things in more of a positive aspect, which after this year, I'm sure we can all appreciate. However, as much as there is kind of this well of, positivity and vibrant colours, there's also kind of a dark side to Boss Keloid, which I really like. And you can see that on Cecil's Succulent, where they kind of go into that sort of slightly darker, stoner, doomy riff. So the way that I can sort of best put this is almost as though, those sentences that you would kind of write in an exercise book when you were a kid. So you'd have a sentence and then you'd have individual blanks, right? So the drums and the bass is the original sentence. So that's what's kind of keeping everything together. And then for me, the guitars and the vocals are those words that you would insert into that sentence. So they kind of work together really well. You've got the bass and the drums definitely follow each other. Vocals can at times follow the melody of the guitar, but then sometimes the guitar and vocals have different melodies which are kind of in the same key, but it kind of makes sense. That being said, though, there are some absolutely massive riffs on this album. Gentle Clovis is a great example of that. Hat's Mandrill. To be fair, all of the songs in some way or another have that sort of Herculean riff that comes in. But one of the things I like about Boss Keloid is that there's not necessarily anything sort of overtly flashy or anything like that. Like a guitar solo on Grendel is a good example of that. Family, the Smiling Thrush is the musical equivalent of, sitting in a field in middle England drinking ale, and then all of a sudden the grass starts talking to you and the trees are trying to like scoop you up, and the river's trying to caress you. It's basically a very tweed kind of leafy acid trip, I guess. But the real genius about Boss Keloid, and I think they're sort of ace in the hole, is their originality. There's no band really that does sound like them. Personally, I think that this could be Boss Keloid's best album to date. A really interesting album, full to the brim of great, colourful, kaleidoscopic melodies that you shouldn't miss out on. So there's my album review. Let me know what you think in the comments and we can have a chat about that as well. I've also just made my interview with Wes Hauck from Alluvial go live. You can check that out on my Instagram or on YouTube as well. And as ever, thank you ever so much for the support on my coffee page. If you do want to donate or anything like that, you just hit the link underneath this video. Anyway, take care, my friends, and I'll see you very soon.